They are designated terrorists. That means the gloves are off. That means everybody is enabled to do their job.
A NewsNation exclusive giving us a first-hand look at how the DEA is preventing some of the world's deadliest drugs from entering the U.S., with law enforcement officials saying the cartel is now present in all 50 states. Senior border correspondent Allie Bradley joins us live. And Allie, you sat down exclusively with the DEA administrator.
Yeah, you're exactly right there, Nichole. Obviously, a major focus was the criminal cartels, which are present in all 50 states. DEA Administrator Terry Cole saying that they continue to move fentanyl powder across our southern border, and they're actually pressing pills and dealing the drugs right under our noses here in the U.S.
The amount of illegals that came across this border, the amount of terrorists that came across this border, unchecked, unvetted, they were welcomed in our society. Right? Not by U.S. taxpayers, but by everybody else. And that is critical to remember, that we do have an insider threat. We have cartel members that have set up shop in the United States. We have cartel members that have moved to Canada. And we have issues in Canada with the northern border as well. These are significant threats to the American citizens, to our public.
And they're ramping up the fight against the criminal cartels by saturating the border with even more DEA agents.
I am dedicated to staffing the border, 100%. That's never been done before in the history of DEA. And it's going to require a transformational change at DEA. But that's what we're up for. We're up to protect Americans, defend our national security, and we need to be here at the border.
Now, the DEA is also working extremely close with the Department of War when it comes to cracking down on the alleged drug boats. The administrator saying they have agents embedded with the DOW.
Our support for the Department of War has never been stronger. We have more embeds with the Department of War right now, share intelligence. That is the mandate that the president has given us, and we will execute orders. That's what people need to understand. They are designated terrorists. That means the gloves are off. That means everybody is enabled to do their job, and that requires our close coordination with the Department of War.
Now, another way the administrator says they're fighting back is through awareness, through their initiative, Fentanyl Free America. And with the World Cup kicking off, the agency is reminding soccer fans of the dangers of fentanyl, saying marijuana, Xanax, oxycodone, and other drugs could be laced with fentanyl, all at the hands of the cartel.
Well, the cartels are always going to look for the profit. That's all they're concerned about. They're not concerned about anything else. They're not concerned with the loss of life in the United States. They're not concerned with the health effects. They're not concerned with the violence associated with it. One thing, profit, money. So we thought at DEA it was important to let our visitors know that the threat is still there, that one pill can kill, one pill does kill, and it's important that we keep that message out there.
Now, Nichole, the fight is not necessarily isolated to here in the United States. Administrator Cole says they're focusing on global enforcement. This, as we've seen the cartel all across the world. Nichole?
And Allie, we know the Trump administration is putting pressure on Mexico, saying they're going to focus on drugs coming across the border. How will that work?
Yeah, so I asked him what his working relationship is like with Mexico. Obviously, they're pivotal in stopping the flow of drugs coming from their country into ours. He said he has an open working relationship with his counterpart on the south side of the border. Take a listen.
So I have a good relationship with Omar Garcia-Harfuch. We've spoken many times. We've met in Mexico City. We've met at DEA headquarters. There's an active free flow of information back and forth. And the Mexican authorities have stepped up their game. We'll give them that credit, but there's much more to do. There's still Americans that are dying. There's still drugs and human trafficking that's pouring into our country. But under President Trump's leadership, we are taking the battle directly to them.
Now, Nichole, they're obviously focused very heavily on fentanyl right now and trying to keep that out of the hands of people in the United States. But Administrator Cole says the cartel is trying to stay one step ahead of the U.S., saying that they're seeing a record level of precursor chemicals coming into the U.S. right now, including carfentanil and other opioids. So they're watching just about everything. This is we're also seeing a resurgence of both cocaine and methamphetamine. Nichole?
All right, Allie Bradley live for us there at the border.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.